So Francis, how long have you known Francis?
Oh, I've known Francis a long time. I would say I've known Francis for 20 years at least 20 years, yeah.
Have you ever painted his picture before?
No, never. No, the portrait I've done is the third one I've ever done in my life.
Really?
Yes.
So it's always been boats?
It's maritime work, and yeah. I've done buildings and historical subjects, and of course, as you say, ships. Yeah. And I'm working on an exhibition at the moment in the Railway Hotel on trains.
Of course, trains.
Yes, as well. Yes.
Yeah. So, what's it, painting a piece of history like Francis?
It was a challenge in a way, because Francis being not well, and because, as you know, people change when not well. I initially, when I thought I'd nearly finished it, I made him look about 45 and fit. And he came round with his daughter to have a look at it, and he was very impressed. He liked it, he said. And his daughter said, "Can you do some more wrinkles?" So we aged him a bit from the initial work, because I remember him well and, you know, robust in a way. And my thought process was as I know him, and I wanted to do him in the best light as I knew him. Yes, basically. So we've gone through a little bit of aging process in the process of doing the painting, which is fun.
That's right. Is it subconscious wanting to flatter him, or?
No, I wanted to not flatter him, but I wanted to show him as I see him, as a warm and nice bloke, you know, and a friend. Yes. So that's what came out, and I wanted to show him as I knew him in his best light, rather than say as a man who's not well. Yes. You know, and that's what subconsciously I did. Yeah, I suppose. Yes.
Of course, he's a larger-than-life sort of character, isn't he?
Oh yes, he used to be larger. If you'd have interviewed him, say 5 years ago, you would have had your hands full. Yeah. Because you wouldn't have got out of there in a couple of hours or more. You know, you would have gone on. And he's a wonderful man, and he's got some wonderful stories of the port.
Yes, he does. Yeah. How did he cope being a subject?
Oh, he's very pliant. He was very happy. He's never happened to him before, you see. So he was in my hands, as you like, if you wish. So with consideration, you know, of his condition, I thought, well, I'm going to make it as painless as possible. So I concentrated more on taking lots of photographs, which I worked from. Yes. And we took lots of photographs. He came around here, and Jenny took a lot of photographs of him casually and just talking to me, and then I worked on a rough idea, which I thought to be able to show Francis as a person and also a story. So my portrait is based on the story around Francis.
So you've got laugh lines.
Oh yes. But you see, there's Francis, and then there's a side of Francis that a lot of people don't know. Is a very good model maker, a ship's model maker. So with my portrait, I did him sitting at a table, very casual, because he's a very casual person. Yes. As you know, you met him. Yeah. And then I wanted to show behind him on the wall there are small pictures of ships, and also on the wall behind him there's a shelf. On the shelf is his favourite model. So I've painted in the painting you'll see that there is a model of a ship called the Calypso, which used to be owned by Jacques Cousteau, the French underwater explorer. So I painted the model of that on the shelf next to him, because that was his favourite ship. And then you'll also see that as he was a model maker, I put some G-clams, which are part of the tools of holding things together. Then under the shelf are some books. And when you read the titles of the books relate to him as a model maker. And then on the table next to him there's another model, half built, of a ship called the Endeavour, Captain Cook's ship.
That's that one there?
Yeah, not this one here. Captain Cook's ship. Yes. Now he's built this model 10 times. So the connection is that both of those vessels are favourites.
And the other one is?
Now this one here, this particular one, which is unfortunately not included in the portrait because we decided that it's best that I left it out because it didn't help with the composition. But this particular vessel is the Lightning, which was an American-built clipper ship, and is also one of his favourite ships. But to compromise, to compromise not having it in the painting, on one of the books in the bookshelf behind here, you will see a book called A Deep Water Sail, and it says lightning on it. So we put it in a book as is part of his life, basically. Yeah. So try to create a story around the person rather than just if you like, a mugshot. Just a face. Because I think if you look at a portrait of somebody you've never met before, and you see a face and it's well executed and a body, you can say, well, who's that? What's he do or she do, or what's the connection? Well, with my portrait, I wanted to tell the story so that strangers can look at it and say, this guy's involved with ships, and he makes models because they're there. You see, as like a word picture in a way, yes, which I think is more interesting, personally, than just a face, perhaps. Yes.
Yeah. That's very well done too.
Okay. Pleasure. Thank you.